Are you ready to get in shape Nintendo style? Wii Fit Plus, which is not so much a sequel to the company's relentlessly popular exercise title as it is an upgrade, might be just what you're looking for. The enhancement effectively replaces the original package, carries over any data you might have amassed, features a host of new minigames and several new exercises, all of them complemented by a calorie counter, customizable workout programs, and thankfully, the ability to weigh your pets. Finally. Plus arrives with different price tags depending on your situation, so if you already own the original, all you need to do is buy that new disc, sold by Nintendo for $19. It's a no-brainer buy as far as I'm concerned. If you own a Wii but never caught the exercise bug, you'll pay about 100 smackers for Plus and a balance board. That's about $10 more than the original, and by the way, boo Nintendo. And if you just heard about this crazy Wii phenomenon, expect to pay about $300 to burn those 300 calories. That's about 200 more for the console and another 100 for Plus, which is a pretty sizable investment to decrease your weight size.
Hold this position. Try to keep your balance and hold the dot steady. Great!
So what do you get? Well, a lot of it is the same as its predecessor, from its sleek wide interface to many of the modes and options. You'll find the menu system quickly accessible, and tips from the virtual trainers back unchanged, initially helpful, but inevitably repetitive. Every last exercise, aerobics routine, and balance game from the original Fit are also included. So that means you'll still find the warrior and chair poses in the yoga section, as well as the lunges, push-up side planks, and planks in the strength training mode, all of which are incredibly effective. Then, of course, there are the hula hoops, the soccer heading, and the ski jump modes, all entertaining, even if they won't be tiring you out anytime soon. Indeed, just about every routine from Fit, whether exercise or fun, remains a welcomed inclusion in Plus. Unfortunately, though, the Body Mass Index Scale, or BMI, is also back. In my review of Fit, I called it an imprecise measurement system that considers your height and your weight, and then assigns you a label, oftentimes unjustly overweight, because it never takes into account your muscle-to-fat ratio. Obviously, if you've never been to the gym in your life, eat donuts and gravy all day, and never get out of bed, it might peg you about right. But more times than not, buffed-out football players and bodybuilders, also known as not me, some of which won't have an ounce of body fat on them, will be read by the game as fatties too. One thing you won't find in Plus is an online mode of any kind, whereas Apple and Nike have created with Nike Plus a huge community of dedicated runners. Nintendo has once again pretended that the internet is a work of fiction. What you get is a local multiplayer mode in which players take turns, and what you should have got is an online mode with leaderboards and challenges. Say, for example, most calories burned in a month. The Training Plus section is new to this year's game. What you get here are 15 new balance games and 6 additional exercises divided between yoga and strength training. Now you can try out the spine extension, which is more difficult than it looks.
That's right.
And you can also give the balance bridge a shot, sure to get your heart rate up.
Exercise every day.
It seems clear to me, though, that Nintendo put much more resources into the Training Plus balance games. Rhythm Kung Fu challenges you to punch with your fists and raise your legs to the rhythm of the Mii characters in the room. Ripped, of course, from your Mii Plaza in typically good Nintendo form. I think I see Bozan back there. And is that Dracula? There's golf, simple fun, which plays much like the inclusion in the Wii Sports series. Now you stand sideways on the balance board while you hold the Wii remote and swing. Plus measures the shift in your posture and the momentum of your swing for very accurate results. In skateboarding, you keep the sideways orientation and simply pivot forward and backward to steer over trigger points and to make jumping motions, but you don't actually jump, to ollie. One of my favorite additions is Bird's Eye's Bullseye, and you're pretty much going to need to throw your dignity right out the window to play this one. You simply stand on the balance board and flap your arms up and down to fly. You land on targets for points, and that's just about it. Believe it or not, it does give you a workout. Your shoulders will eventually tire. I also like the snowball fight, seen here, in which you simply dodge left and right on the balance board to avoid attacks and point and hurl your own snowballs with the Wii remote. And by the way, there goes my friend Rudy. Ouch! Totally nailed that sucker. Most of the new games are fun, but there remain a handful of duds, most of which revolve around running in place. Just as important is the new My Wii Fit Plus section, where you can, at long last, actually see all the calories you've burned after each exercise or game you play. The game also keeps track of your daily total calorie shed. As you can see here, I'm now allowed to eat 30 grapes. Better still, you can finally organize your own workout programs via the My Wii Fit Plus routines and My Routines sections, both of them great additions. Each section features a host of subgroups dedicated to tackling specific goals. For instance, in Lifestyle, you can choose shoulders and back, at which point the game will assign you 3 activities like torso twist, the palm tree, and big top juggling, all of which will focus on that area. Supposing you couldn't care less about muscle development and you just want to look good, well, select the Form section, choose hips, arms, or figure, and Wii Fit will create a series of activities sure to satisfy your vanity. I prefer the My Routine option, which allows you to fully customize your own program the way you like it. While the mini-games in Wii Fit Plus are definitely fun diversions that burn a few calories, they're by and large not as difficult or rewarding as the yoga and strength training routines. Here I've developed a 25-minute program that forgoes the aerobics and games for half moons and push-ups. While Wii Fit Plus has every bit an upgrade over its predecessor as opposed to a revolutionary sequel, it still delivers an improved experience through and through. With a proper diet and regular usage, you're going to burn those calories and you will eventually drop those pounds. All the while, you're still going to have fun doing it. Don't forget to read my full in-depth review online at IGN.com.